got my kids home on spring break. So we'll see how this goes within the next couple vlogs that I do. So what I've got finished so far, where'd I put it? Is I finished off this skein. So I have 2 of these ear warmers. So there's 2 skeins complete. And then I made this ear warmer and this little teeny tiny headband, because that's all I had left of this skein. So now this one is done. So that is 3 skeins so far for the month of April. And I'm working on this. I may just have enough for 1, but we'll figure that out. And I forgot, I finished this skein off. I just have to get it tied together. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 skeins complete so far, and it is April 3rd. So now I'm going to work on this one. I absolutely love this colorway, but unfortunately it was Big Twist, and I went and looked on Michael's website and they don't have this color in stock. So that kind of makes me sad, because if there was, I would have bought like a 12 pack or 18 pack or however many I could possibly get, because this is beautiful. And you will hear my kids in the background being nuts, like always. Especially because it's the first day of their spring break and they're getting a little wild already. So I'm going to work on this one. And then I decided to try to work on this one. And I'm going to see how many ear warmers that I can make. I was going to say within 12 hours, but that's not going to do it. Can't do it for 24, because that will take me probably a month to actually sit down and crochet for 24 hours. It's even hard to do for 12 hours because of all of my children. They'll play for a minute. They'll scream and cry because somebody did something they didn't like, or somebody hit somebody. You know how it is with kids. But I am working as much as I possibly can today. But I also have housework and things like that to do. Make sure the kids do their chores, which is basically picking up all the toys that they scatter throughout my house. So I'm going to get that done. And I am still going to try to work on this star bag, but I'm not really sure if I want to continue with that brown color. So I just don't like how it's working up. But as of now, I'm going to see how many ear warmers I can make today without being interrupted by my children fighting. Can you have that open?
No.
Yeah.
That's what I do every time.
Let me ice cream.
And you need to sit down with it, please, okay?
Okay.
Skein number 5 is done. Well, I still have to sew them in, but I'm going to do that. When I get a couple more done, I'm going to sew them in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm starting on skein number 6.
I need scissors.
It's a pretty big skein, so I'm not going to be doing... I might just make 2 and then see how much I have left and make a beanie out of the rest, maybe. I guess we'll figure it out when the time comes. This yarn splits a lot, so I have to be slow with it and be careful. So I'm going to put all of these on my website this evening, what all I have done, and then I will add more whenever I get them finished. So I'm going to have a listing for the ear warmers, and then I'm going to have a listing for like the little headbands. If I don't have them up this evening, I will have them up tomorrow morning. Well, I have to work tomorrow, so afternoon. It'll be afternoon when I get them put up on my website. But I'm going to continue making this. See, it's splitting. I'm going to continue making this for now. And then I will come back and show you the progress. I'm just on row 1 right now, so it's going to take me a minute. And it is currently, hold on, if I can get my computer to work. It's currently 10:20. So we're going to see how many I can do until, I'm going to say 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is what I'm going to give me. 10 to 2. So that gives me 4 hours to work on my ear warmers and headbands. So 2:20. All right, everyone. It is 12 o'clock. I didn't get very far on this because I had lunch break. And I don't feel like doing it anymore. So what I'm going to do is start on a shirt from, let's see, ABOC Studios. And yeah, it's the crochet top-down crop top tutorial. And I'm going to start making that. I've already made a few of them in acrylic yarn. This is also acrylic yarn, but it's like a size 3 instead of a size 4. So we're going to try to figure out if I can make it and make it pretty and to size. Okay, I initially am starting the first row, and I'm using Caron Skinny Cakes, and I don't have the wrapper on that one, so I don't know what it's called, but I know I have more of it somewhere, and if I find it, I will let you know the name of it because it's really pretty. I love these colors. Anyway, I'm going to continue working on this, and I will give you guys some updated progress of how I'm doing it. Not of how I'm making it. You can go to the tutorial and watch it if you want to learn how to make it. I have the pattern somewhere. I just don't know where it is, because I wrote it down as I was watching the video at one point. But I've already made, I want to say 4 shirts. Or tops, rather. Yeah, I'm making a size large, so it's going to take me a little while to get this chain done. So I have row 1 done. Now I'm going to connect it together and put my stitch markers in. I'm going to put my stitch markers in, then I'm going to connect it together. Okay, I'm working on row 2. It is 12:28. I'm working on round 2. I'm still in the orange, but I'm soon going to be going to the darker orange, kind of red color.
Sorry.
My kids are crazy.
You killed me when I was...
Okay, it is now 12:39. I got the second row done. Of course, this is going to be the back, and this is going to be the front. And now my kids are fighting. Of course. 12:46. Row 3 is done. Really pretty colorway. I wish the sun was out more so you could see the colors. But I'm about ready to work on row 4. And let's see how long it takes me to do that. But as of now, I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes, and then I'm coming back. Okay, row 4 is done. And I'm having trouble pulling the center out. Hate when that happens. Let's see here. I think I got it untangled. It is 1:10. And I'm going to continue working on this for a little bit. It is a size large, so it's not going to fit me, because I wear a medium, but I will try it on every once in a while to see if it's up to size. Because if it's small, I'm going to have to mark it as medium on my shop, and I really don't want to do that. But I am working on it, and I will continue working on it until at least 2 o'clock, or if my kids need me or something like that. So as of right now, my youngest is asleep, taking her nap, so I don't have to worry about that one. It's just the other 2 wanting to fight. And my oldest is at his dad's, so I don't have to worry too much about him. But I'm starting to get to the pink now. The darker pink. I don't know if you can see that. It just now turning to the darker pink. I'm going to continue working on this, and I will be back when row 5 is done. Forgot what row I was on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 5 is complete. Do you see the pink coming in it? It's starting to look really cute. But I don't know if I want to keep the blue in it or take the blue out. We'll see once I get there and see what it looks like. I did forget to tell you what time it was. It is 1:20 and row 5 is finished. We're going on to row 6. And then we have 6, 7, 8, and 9. No, we have row 10. We have 10 rows. Yeah, we have 10 rows to do before we can start adding the armholes. So we're halfway there. Okay, so it is 1:38. Round 6 is done. It's starting to look really good. So we will continue until my hands start hurting, which is probably going to be very soon. And I have to go get my kid her lunch because she just woke up from her little nap. But I don't know if you can see the color change from the... You can. It looks so good. Oh. Let's continue. Okay. I gave myself till 2 o'clock. It is now 20 after 2, I believe. Yes, it is 2:20. And I haven't done any more of this. I had to get a snack, had to get my kids a snack, but this is what we're working with. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on row 7. So there's 4 more rows. To get to putting the sleeves together, the sleeve holes, and then doing the body. I will continue to work on it a little bit this evening whenever we get back from wherever we're going. I can't remember, but once we're done with that, we're going to come home. We'll work on it a little bit more. And I will let you know the progress. I have to work in the morning, so I won't have anything done until tomorrow evening to continue with the video. And I feel like I'm out of breath for some reason. But anyway, I will return tomorrow with some more statistics of what's going on. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, time to post my video. I want to let you know what I did over the weekend. I made so many headbands, ear warmers. Got them all right here, ready to be pictured and put on my website. I have progressed a little bit on the shirt. I made a washcloth, working on a second one. Oh, I still have to weave in the ends on this. Well, not really weave them in. Just weave a little bit, cut, you know what I mean. I've got that. I've got a washcloth. Still got to weave in my ends on this. And I finished a cone. And then so far I have 4 wrappers and 3 that I finished that does not have a wrapper. Which one of them was the Mountainside, which I already know what this is. From Big Twist. I love it. I wish I could find some more. Have not found it yet. And then I did some cat ear beanies. I know this is not a cat ear beanie, but I did a couple of those. But other than that, that's all I have for you. I'm going to continue working on the shirt, and I'm going to continue working on these washcloths so I can get rid of this cone here as well and see how much we can do in the month of April. So if you guys want, stick with me, subscribe, like, and thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.